Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, depending on wherever you are in any part of the country or the world. I just feel impressed to want to share my experience as a parent or a father with a child, living with disability. Well, naturally, this month is a Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. So, this is the month where we make known to the world and to people around us what cerebral palsy is all about, what we do, the challenges we face, and perhaps how we can overcome it, step by step and bit by bit. Well, firstly, let me talk now as a parent. Number one, I call it a misfortune. Misfortune because it's not something we ever prepared for. It's not something we ever knew would happen. It's not something we ever imagined that was going to happen. But somehow it does happen, you know. What do I mean? When these children are in the womb, we don't even get to know what they will become, who they are, and what they will be until when they are given birth to. And at the point where they are given birth to, a lot also happen. So somehow, it's not because of our misdeed or our evil deed that we're having these children with living with challenges. I need to put the fact out there because most times we get a lot of attack from people feeling and thinking whether the parents are evil or they've done something bad or they've done something terrible. That is why they ended up having children living with disabilities. I want to clearly state the fact that it is not true. We having children living with challenges or disabilities is not our doing. It's something that just came into our life unexpectedly, unprepared for, due to so many circumstances, due to so many things that are beyond our thinking, expectation, and reasoning. That is the fact. So basically, I have a son living with cerebral palsy. And so it had opened my eyes to quite a lot. In all fairness to God, I never knew something like that would ever happen. I never imagined I was going to have a child that will have such a condition or be living with such a condition. But it is something that had happened. It is something that had come to stay. And therefore, I have to live with it. But what are the psychological, physiological, financial effects this thing have on us as parents? It is terrible. It is terrible. I want the world to know right now that it is terrible. Had all the pain and agony of humanity, plus having a child or children living with these challenges is like the whole world is just on us. It's like everything is crumbling on us. It's like everything is unfair to us. That is where we feel sometimes as parents having children living with disabilities. And the effects sometimes are so terrible unless we find a support system. And that is why we appreciate a platform like this that is giving us room to express ourselves, to showcase some of the things we are doing so that perhaps you can get support from the world at large. Because it's not easy. It is not easy. You are relying solely on so many things that are from you and just only you from within, which is not, sufficient. Especially when you're in a country like where I come from, for example, a lot of challenges. So being a parent with child with a disability, number one, is a misfortune for us. Number two, it takes a lot and so much from us, from finance, from timing, from luxury, to what have you. You don't even have time to cater for yourself. You don't even have time to look after yourself. All you're thinking about is how that child is going to survive. All you're thinking about is how that child is going to live. All you're thinking about is how that child is going to, survive. Oh, thank you for that comment. Thank you. I'm too close to the camera. Thank you so much. I think that has been adjusted right now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Scone. Thank you. So I am just here to, to express some of our untold hardship, untold feelings, some things that we cannot even tell the world what we are going through or what is happening to us. So thank you. I can see. Okay. So it is not easy. So sometimes when you see people like us, sincerely, you just have to empathize with us. Empathize with us. That's a fact, because it's not our doing, it's not our making that we have these children, that we are got to, manage them for almost a lifetime. That's even what is challenging. A normal child grow up to a certain age, and you leave the child to just be, you leave the child to, to explore his world or her world. But when you have a child with a disability, the child is almost dependent on you, however the age is, whatsoever the age is almost totally dependent on you for so many things, for so many reasons, for so many things. And so it is not easy. It takes our social life, our fund, so many things away from us. So it's not easy task. And therefore, I want to encourage as many who are in my show right now, to just, continue to do their best and continue to brace up, continue to encourage themselves, because essentially nobody comes in to encourage us. It's so funny, but that's the truth. You don't get encouragement. Rather, what you get is abuses. What you get is malignment. What you get is discrimination. As if these children do not deserve to live. They deserve to live. They deserve to live. We can give them a chance to live. We can give them support system. We can help them grow and become, special and beautiful people that will contribute meaningfully to this world, to this country, to this, universe that they've been born into. So please, I want to strongly advocate that for any time you run into a parent who has a child living with disability, please show empathy. Show empathy. Please show empathy. It's not the time to discriminate against the person. It's not the time to abuse the person. It's not the time to insult the person. Just see how you can help alleviate the person's pain for a while, or find a way to just put smile on that person's face, because so much is going on internally. Sometimes they even kill themselves, when they just feel they are not accepted because of the child they have, they are not welcome in the community where they find themselves, nothing is coming to support them, and what have you. So you see them take to a lot of terrible things, which is still at the disadvantage of these children. So please, I want the world to know that parents having children that living with disability go through a lot of trauma, go through a lot of pain. So the only thing we can do for them is just to help them, build a support system for them, encourage them in every way and means we can, make their child or their children acceptable. Let them be acceptable. Acceptability is key, because that's one of the things that even tear them the most. Having raised the child and then the child cannot fit into society, the child cannot get meaningful job to do, the child is totally, bullied, and so a lot happens. So please, I don't want to drop this out there so that people can know that we are real, we live and we exist. There are parents who have children living with disability, and they are going through a lot, so much. So please, I want the world to please encourage them. I want the world to please support them. I want the world to please, help them in every ways and means they can. Thank you so much. This video will go a long way if you share it. It will go a long way if you like it. It will go a long way, if you make a comment, so that we can interact. We want the world to understand us. We want the world to know us beyond our children as well. Because once the father, the mother, psychologically, physically, they are well, they are fit, they are okay and balanced, they'll be able to nurture the child well, to becoming the best and great the child is designed to be. So please, keep encouraging us. Awesome Cerebral, keep encouraging us. Like our video, watch our videos. A lot of tutorials, video tutorials that others can learn from. So please help us share, help us like, help us comment. And that's why we are making it real. We are streaming so that people can see us. It's not edited, it is real, it is live. So that people can see the authenticity and genuineness in what we're talking about. So thank you very much, our subscriber. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you for choosing to stay with us. Thank you for choosing to watch our channel. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Thank you.